In this video we will see how we can send an email once our form is submitted. Sending an email is useful to immediately notify certain users that form is submitted by an user and to perform any subsequent action. As you can see, I already have a product details form and have a workflow attached to the submit button. Now, once the form is submitted, I want to be notified via email. So let's add an email task. Add a task name as send email. Sending an email has 3 sections. 1. Whom do you want to send email to? 2. The sender details that will be shown on receiving the email, and 3. What is the content of the email? For the first part, who do you want to send email to, there are various options, like you can enter the email IDs and separate it by comma in case of multiple email IDs. Or you can directly assign it to the initiator or the one who has submitted the previous input task, if any. You can even assign it to the manager of the initiator. As you can see here, I have a users sheet where I have a list of users added in this account, and along with that I can map any user as a manager to any individual user. Or I can use a custom formula like lookup to fetch a user from the users sheet. Or I can directly select the users from this drop-down populated from the user sheet. For the sake of simplicity, let's add an email ID directly. Sender details, keep it default. You can add any email ID CC if you want. Important note, to create a variable to derive its value using formula, enclose the variable with double curly braces. This is supported by both the subject and email body. Let's give a subject name, product inspection submitted by user name. Here the username is dynamic as it should be the name of the initiator, so we need to enclose it with double curly braces. Here, you can see a username variable got added, and I can add a formula for this variable. I will select initiator's name. Email body can either be a plain text format or HTML format. For simplicity we will use plain text. Feel free to explore the HTML part. Let's add an email message. For the attachment, it accepts a list of URLs in an array. Here file upload by default is in this format. In the form I have a product image which is a file upload control with a unique name, product name. I also have a signature control that I want to add in attachment. Let me modify this and use a merge function to add signature pad control as well, which has a unique name, signature pad. Email task is now configured. Let's run this to see it in action. Select product name as shirt, upload product image and a signature. Let's submit it and I will receive an email. I have received an email with the content as configured. Here you can see subject has by name added dynamically, an attachment of product image and signature. Now let's try adding a HTML in an email body. If you do not have HTML knowledge, you can add it with help of rich text editor control. Let's add rich text editor control and a text control. Let's update the default text with the same message we added for plain format and add some formatting. Output of rich text editor control is in HTML format and that we can bind it to text control. This will be useful to get the HTML output of rich text editor control. Let's preview it. And here we can see the HTML content of rich text editor control is present in the text control. Let's copy this. Next is we update this in our email task. Open the workflow and edit this email task. And under HTML, paste the HTML output copied. Click Done and then run this. Using the same values as previous submission and submit this. Here in the mail you can see the email received is formatted 1. Thank you for watching. For more videos visit our YouTube page.